Right. So, good afternoon, friends. Let us continue the sessions. So, in this video, I'll be talking about the layers of cornea. So, in this video, I'll be talking about the layers of cornea, where I'll be speaking about the outermost layer and the Bowman's layer. So, let us look into the first important points. And let me read the points written here. It's written that you have a diagram over here, and you got a cornea. The one which is facing outside, that is an outer layer. The one which is facing inside is an inner layer, that is a posterior. And you can see the cornea and the sclera, you have got something known as limbus. Okay. And you can see this is a pupil. And you have iris. And you can see the lens. You can see the sclera. Right. And if you observe the points here, this is a retina, where this becomes a posterior outer layer. And this becomes the anterior inner layer. Okay, this is an optic nerve. So that's all. We'll be dealing in detail regarding that. But the point to be noted here is the outermost or anterior layer, that is epithelium. So the first layer of the cornea, the anterior-most layer of the cornea or the outermost layer of the cornea is epithelium. Whenever I start speaking about the epithelium, we need to understand that epithelium is a non-keratinized, and this is a stratified squamous epithelium. And what do you mean by non-keratinized? Keratin is nothing but it is an keratin. You can see the hair is made up of keratin. The tough nature, the black nature is a keratin. The epithelium which is present in the cornea is a non-keratinized. And we need to understand there are multiple of layers. So we call that as stratified, right? So the point written here is, it's written that the stratified layer has got a 3 points. One is superficial, which is squamous, and you got a middle layer, and you got a basal layer. Basal layer columnar, and it's also written that basal cells can undergo mitosis. Therefore, corneal epithelium can regenerate. So it's also written that squamous. So let me draw the diagram and put it here. So this is a cornea. I took the section, say example, this is a cornea. I drew that up. And the outer layer is an epithelium. Then you can see the second layer, Bowman's layer, and they can see the third layer, that is an stroma, and you can see the next layer, that is an Descemet's membrane, and you can see this is an endothelium. As I told you, we started speaking about the epithelium. So epithelium has got a non-keratinase. And what is it trying to tell us regarding the non-keratinase? That means the epithelium is not keratin. Okay, there is no presence of keratin. And if you observe the epithelium, which I took from here and I drew it here, and you can see this, the outermost, it is superficial, this is a flat cells, and we call the flat cells as squamous cells. And you even have something known as middle layer. So if you observe carefully, this is a middle layer, and you can look into the next layer, and this is basal layer. So if you observe carefully here, and this basal layer is columnar. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to understand. Okay, what is a basal layer? This is an columnar epithelium. Okay, this is a columnar epithelium. So the point we need to understand regarding the columnar epithelium is the basal cells can undergo mitosis. So if you observe, this is a basal cell, right? And this undergoes mitosis. Okay, so the moment it undergoes mitosis, therefore we need to understand that the corneal epithelium can regenerate. Say example, if there is some problem in the corneal epithelium, the basal cells, the columnar cells have the ability of regenerating. Since it has got the ability of regenerating, we need to understand that the corneal can heal. Cornea epithelium can heal. That's what we need to understand. And we need to understand that we finished on non-stratified, and this is a non-keratinized, this is a stratified, and you can see the flat cells, this is squamous cells. So these are the basic points we need to understand. And in this subtopic, we got an important question. They asked us, the corneal epithelium is stratified squamous, non-keratinized epithelium. Okay, stratified squamous, non-keratinized epithelium. So that's the first point. So let us look into the next layer which we need to understand, and the next layer will be Bowman's layer. So if you observe carefully, let me read the points written here. It's written that it's not a true basement membrane. Okay, this is not a true basement membrane, and we should also understand that pars negative does not stain with periodic acid shift reagent has in true basal membrane. And we should also understand that it has got something known as acellula, cannot regenerate, it heal by scar, corneal opacity formation. The patient can suffer loss of vision. Types of corneal opacity. So let me read the points written here. It's written that the layers of cornea it's not a true basement membrane. So let me continue in the next sessions.